Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm Catherine.
And I'm Isaac.
And Isaac, you've been a genius again.
I wouldn't go that far, but yes.
No, a genius.
So we've added some updates to tangent templates, and I'm super excited about this one.
This is pretty cool what you've done. So I don't like to use the word game changer. I did that in the group actually, and then I said, I hate game changer. And a very kind lady suggested momentous pivotal event.
I like that.
It's an MPE.
An MPE. I can go with that.
This momentous pivotal event is that we have added the ability to upload your own PDF pages, either single or multiple pages, to tangent templates and mix and match them up with the templates that are already built into the system.
Yes. So
it's huge.
It really is. So I added a new feature to our tangent builder. Let's click on that.
So it used to be the template builder, but now you've given it a fancy new name.
The tangent builder, yes. Now what you can do here, you can select, and you'll see right here you can select any of our 48 static templates. So that's still the same.
We know how that works.
There is a new tab up here for uploads. Now you can upload your own PDF. And you want to demonstrate how this works?
I do, yeah. Right. This is really exciting. Okay, so should we build a book to get started? Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is give you a few examples of different kinds of book you can build using this new feature. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with tangent templates, it is the premier tool for creating books for KDP.
Yes.
Low content, no content books, and now you can add whatever content you want. So it can be anything from no content to all the content in the world. So this is pretty exciting. Let's start with a simple puzzle book.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do here, as you know, this is where you choose templates. This is the template builder. And up to now, you've been able to mix and match your own pages in here. So for example, if you wanted to put some line paper, you can do that. Now, what is really cool is you can now add your own PDFs. So I want to make a really simple puzzle book. And what I'm going to do is create just a hangman book. And all I want to do is have hangman pages throughout the book. So it's kind of like a book that kids could take on a road trip. Mm-hmm. So if you have kids that are like obsessed with just playing hangman all day, which is kind of a grisly, scary thing. Like maybe talk to your kids about that. But if you have kids that want to play hangman all day, you can make a book for that. So this is an interior that I created in Keynote.
Awesome.
In fact, there it is.
Okay.
So I just whipped this up in Keynote, and it's a little hangman interior. And what I want to do is make this...
So right off the bat, when you upload this PDF, you will see a preview of all the pages. You'll get the file name up here, and then you'll also see the dimensions. So it'll tell you the width and the height, which is pretty handy.
So you kind of know what you're working with with these template pages. Okay, so I created this one as an 8.5 by 11. So that's US letter size. Don't get too hung up on size at the moment, because this actually does some things to help you out with that.
Yes.
But I'm going to pull in the hangman page there. And what I can do, I can create another hangman page there, or I think I'm going to use our templates and maybe put in, let's see, how about just some note paper? Okay. So people can sort of scribble notes on the other side. And then what you can do is just add more pages like that. And if you want to make it a 100-page book, well, we already have 4 pages there. So let's add another 96 pages. Boom! That is a book that every page has a hangman page and then a note page. And so that's pretty much the whole interior done. 100 pages of hangman. So what you can do now, scroll to the bottom, and we're going to say we want this in US letter size, which is how we built it.
Now, another helper...
Let me put a blank page at the end.
Sure. Now, another thing to note is that with each uploaded page is also a little reference to the dimensions.
So it keeps you on track. So you can see exactly what you're working with here. And what happens if you end up... So if I upload another page... In fact, let me test this. So what I want to do is scroll all the way back up to the top. And what I'd like to do is actually add a copyright page at the beginning.
Okay.
So I have a copyright page that I made. Here's one I made earlier, a copyright page. So there it is. It's come up as another PDF there. And all I'm going to do is click it, and it has inserted the copyright page at the beginning of our PDF. So are we ready for this? Here we go. we should hopefully have a document that has lots of Hangman pages and a copyright page at the beginning. So we've hit download PDF. There it goes. Are we ready to open this up and take a look at what we've got? Okay, there we go. There's our copyright page. And all through the book, you can see it alternates Hangman pages and lined pages.
It's really cool.
That's pretty impressive, Isaac. All right, so let's do another one. Let's try something a bit different.
Okay.
So let's go back. I'm going to start again with this. So let's go back to the tangent builder. And this time, how about we use the planner tool in tangent templates? So what we're going to do, let's first of all create a planner. So we do that by scrolling through all of the interiors to the dynamic templates. And we're going to choose planners. Let's do a daily planner. Okay, and I think we'll do just a month. Should we generate a month's worth here? So we're going to say January 2019 to March.
Okay,
the end of March.
Around 2 months. Okay.
That's 3 months.
Yeah.
So we've got a 3-month planner. We can change the notes in here. So, I don't know, let's make it a doggy planner. We can be like, walks with my dog. And we could add buy snacks for dog. And we can do meetups with other dogs. Cool. So we have a planner for dogs.
Okay.
So that's going to generate 90 pages.
Okay.
So we're going to save and download that. So we're creating a planner. Nothing new here. If you've been using tangent templates, you've made a few planners. You can see how that works. So now we're going to go back to the tangent builder. And now we're going to bring our planner into a new book here. So let's see how this works. We're going to hit, it doesn't matter where I click. Shall I?
You just need to click
Let's
on
start
the
it
spread.
there. Okay, so we're going to click on the spread there. We're going to go upload a PDF. There it is. This is the planner that we just generated. And check it out. It has all the pages individually. Now, what you can do is add pages one at a time. So if you have, and this is really nice if you have prompts, for example. If you've created a PDF full of prompts, you could just pull in one, mix and match them wherever you like. So we could add one page just by clicking on it. But we actually want to bring in all the pages. And what we do now is we give you 3 options when you import your PDF with multiple pages. We allow you to import it left side only, right side only, or both sides. So if you do it both sides, what it's going to do is actually put the planner on both sides of the spread. So there's no gaps in between it. If you do left side only, it's going to put the planner on the left side of the spread and leave the right-hand page blank, and vice versa. So I'm going to do this as left side. Actually, I want to do it as right side only. And I'm going to import all my pages of the planner. Now, this takes a few seconds, so don't worry, your computer hasn't it's not given up. It takes about 10 to 15 seconds to import a large it's less than that. So you can see what I mean now about left and right pages. So it's put the planner pages on the right-hand side. So as you open your book, that's going to be like page 3 has the planner. This is cool because what you can do is add anything you like on the other side. So you could add dot grid, you could add whatever you want on the other side. So this is pretty neat.
Yes.
Now, what I want to also do, though, is because this is a weekly planner, what I'd like to do is after every Sunday, I would like to add a checklist to make sure that I've done everything. So I'm going to make the left-hand page a dot grid page.
You want to show people what you just did again?
Oh yeah, I hit that little plus button. It's so easy, and that's new. People are going to think that was always there.
Right.
Because I forget now
one of the other little things I added. Yes, so there's now a plus button, so you can add new spreads in between your entire PDF.
you can add your spread there. So I've added a dot grid page there, and I'm going to click the right hand side. And what I'd like to do is add a checklist. So at the end of each week in your planner, people might want to fill out a checklist of things they've done that week. So I created a little checklist. There it is, checklist. So there we go. We've now got, it goes down to the bottom there. So now I can just click that and boom, you now have a checklist at the end of each, or at the end of that week. So now I can go and find the next Sunday and do the same thing again. And it's already in there, so I can just click that. And I'm just going to go through and do that after each Sunday. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get the gist of it. And so now, shall we see how this prints out?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at it. Oh, actually, let me make sure I had a blank page at the beginning. So I'm just going to put a blank page at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I have a blank page at the end. Okay. The scrolling might look a little weird just because we're recording from our screen, so you shouldn't notice this when you actually use it. So we did this in 8.5 by 11, the US letter size again, so I'm going to save that there. Download the PDF, and hopefully we have a beautiful planner PDF all ready to add your cover and upload it to KDP. So let's take a look at that. Okay, that was the dot grid we added, and boom, there it is. We have our planner pages. So you can see now what I was doing with the headers: buy snacks for the dog, meetups with other dogs. So let's just scroll through a little bit, and hopefully after Sunday, are we ready? Are we excited? There it is. There's our checklist. So you can go in, add whatever you want to add to your planner. The other thing I want to show you, and this is...
Actually, let me show you one more thing with this planner. So one more shortcut you can do. So let's go back to the top, and I'm going to refresh the page, and that just resets everything.
So that starts a new design. When you refresh the browser, that gives you a whole new design to start working with.
Yes, yes. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select this, and let's put story paper.
Okay.
I'm going to put story paper right here. We're going to upload our planner. Okay, so we will... Let's see. So there's our planner. Now what we can do is, because we had the story paper on the right side, we're going to import this on the left side and put import all pages.
Genius.
So let's do this right now.
There it goes. You see, I can see what it's doing already.
Yes.
So it's put the story paper all the way through.
Yeah,
on the
so you don't have
side.
to click story paper all
That's
90
awesome.
times. Yes.
That's so cool.
So just give it a couple of seconds.
There
we
it
go.
is.
And now it's ready to download.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so that's how you can sort of create your own mix and match planners. You can leave alternate pages. You can make the alternate pages anything you want. So, I mean, you can do clever things with this, like add sheet music. So if you're making like a musician's planner, you could have sheet music on every other page to encourage them to write songs. You can have story paper for kids. You can put dot grid paper for people who like bullet journals. Like, you can really have fun with mixing and matching this. Okay, so let's try one more type of book, because I think this is kind of neat. So first of all, let's put our copyright page back in. So I'm going to hit upload a PDF and add the copyright page. So we just click that and it goes in at the beginning. Now what I want to do, I want to make a book for kids. So I'm just going to go back to templates and I'm going to make story paper.
Okay.
Because I think kids really like story paper. And let's do a few pages of story paper. And then I think what would be really fun would be to add some activity pages. Oops, I got everything selected there. That's why it looks ugly. There we go. So let me click over to uploads. And I'm going to say upload a PDF. And check this out. This is a set of activity pages that I just made in Canva. So these could be anything. They could be, I don't know, sticker pages, drawing pages, dot to dot. But the cool thing is they're in color. So what you can do with this, you can either add one page there. I don't want to do that. I want to actually add the whole thing. So I'm going to go in, grab my PDF there, and I want to do both sides, and I'm going to do import all pages. And this is really neat because what it does is it kind of breaks it up and adds in this PDF with colored pages.
Yes.
And you can see that these aren't the same size. So these ones, the activity pages, are 5 by 8 with bleed. Why does this look a different size?
Okay, so this was actually just a preview of our static templates. This right here is a preview of your PDF. Now you can upload a PDF at just about any size, and the system knows what size is your PDF. So the nice thing about this is that if you upload a smaller size and want to download a, like suppose a 5 by 8, but you want to download an 8.5 by 11, it will then center that PDF.
Well, okay, so I think I'm understanding what you're saying here. So let me just make that last page blank there. So this sounds a little bit complicated, but it's not. It's okay. So what we can do is actually download this interior at any size.
Yes.
So I created these pages of 5 by 8. So when I was creating them in Canva, and here they are, this is what I did in Canva. So I created them in Canva, And I actually used the KDP helper to generate the sizes. So what I did, I went to 5x8. I figured out how many pages total my book was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
As its color, my plan was to keep it at 50 pages. I don't want to go above that. Mm-hmm. And I do want bleed. So I actually generated my dimensions for Canva using the KDP helper in Tangent Templates. Yes. So I went over to interior, and these are actually the dimensions that I used. So it calculated the bleed. So that was how I used these dimensions to make this interior in Canva. So that is actually a 5x8 interior, but you can actually download this in any size. And this is what happens. So first of all, I'm going to show you a 5x8. And any tangent templates you build in, they will resize perfectly. Like the story paper, that will resize perfectly to any size you generate. Okay, so let's see what it's done. So this is a 5x8. That's kind of a small, sort of a long, thin book. There we go. So it's pretty much perfect in that size.
Yes.
Now, if we were going to make it in a bigger size, let's say we're going to make it in like 7x10.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's going to do. So we'll open that up. And you can see the copyright has actually scaled really nicely with this. So that's a 5x8.
It was 8.5 by 11, but the design itself was actually covered a 5x8 area. So the PDF was centered. So your original PDF was 8.5 by 11, but because the design is in the center, when it centers, you can't tell that it was cropped.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
So, and again, you can see, so now we're working in this larger size. So now if we scroll down, you can see what it actually does. It centers. So it doesn't resize your interiors. Instead, what it does is it centers them. So it's really up to you to make sure your interiors match the size that you want for the rest of the book. Yes. And for some things, this really doesn't matter. Like if you have a lot of space around your copyright page, for example.
Yes, like if you have a white background, it's not going to matter. But if you do have a background with a design, a pattern, or full solid color, in that case, you'll probably want it to bleed to the edge or make sure it's inside the recommended margin space.
Yeah, so basically all we're saying here is it's up to you what size you create your pages in. You create your own interiors in. Tangent templates will center your interior into whatever size book you're creating.
Yes.
So the tangent templates will resize perfectly. These ones will center. So your best bet is to create your interiors in the size you want. Use the KDP helper tool. If they're too big, then it's probably going to go off the page and it's going to zoom in and look big. If it's too small, it's going to be in the middle of the page. But just experiment with it. It's going to work either way, but just always check through your PDF, make sure you're getting the result you expect.
So if you'd like to create a copyright page for all of your books, you can create it at 5x8 and then have all the text centered, and then you can import it and use it for any trim size.
Yeah, so if it's just like a white page, you can keep it small. If you make it in 5x8, you can use it in any trim size, and it's totally modular. So one other quick thing to show you, the PDF checker. This is a really neat tool. It's like you'll find it under More Tools. And what you can do with this is actually go and check your pages. So this is my Canva interior, which is 3 full color pages that you saw. What this does is actually tells you the file size and a bunch of other information about that PDF. And this is useful because at the moment we have a maximum upload limit of 5 megabytes on these interiors. So if you have like a really huge full color interior with all kinds of layers and complicated things going on, that may be a bit over this.
Yes.
But actually 5 megabytes gives you a lot of wiggle room because you can see just uploading this Canva file, it's only like 200 kilobytes.
Right.
So you could actually make like a 25, you could do 25 of those. So you could actually have something like 70 pages.
Yes.
And that should still import okay. And those are full color pages as well. So this actually gives you room to upload quite big PDFs, but there is a 5 megabyte upload limit at the moment. This is a neat tool though.
Yes, the PDF checker is cool. It's a great way to inspect a PDF and learn a little bit more about your file.
Okay, so there it is. A few ways to add your own like PDF interiors, make some really new kind of books. It gives you a lot more creativity. It gives you a lot more you can do with this. I want to add a couple of quick notes just to say, first of all, this is in beta. So if you find any issues, something doesn't work the way you think it should, or you just have some feedback or suggestions for us, send us an email at support@tangent.rocks.
Yes.
The other thing I want to say is we're working on more updates. We have more on the way. I know you've sent us lots of emails, lots of messages. We are working on those, and we have more on the way, including more interiors. So hold this space. Watch this space.
Yes.
All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this. Let us know what you think about it. As I say, send us emails as support@tangent.rocks if you've got anything to ask about this, if you're having any issues. And thank you for supporting Tangent Templates, and thank you for supporting us. We really do appreciate it. All right, have a good one, guys.